250 Gemstones culture represents a nation of people that strive for excellence and greatness every single day. We are more than journalism. We are a revolution. Come on, let's kick this door down and let everybody know we up in here. Welcome to the 250 Gemstones Culture channel. This is a channel that represents a nation of people that strive for excellence and greatness every single day. I got another bomb episode for y'all, but before I begin, y'all hit that like button, the subscribe button, that share button. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping these bomb episodes. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, Cash App $Michael US. Also, check out my podcast on Spotify, the 250 Gemstones Culture podcast. Link is in the description. Y'all stay and watch the whole video. We need to talk. 100 rounds, roughly around 100 rounds were used to take down yet another black man. Police letting them things off in Chicago. They claim that he fired first. Mr. Dexter Reed fired first, but there was no gun found. There's a video I want to play for y'all, and I'm gonna be right back with you to give you my opinion. Let's go. Let's look at this mess right here. This is according to APnews.com. Videos show Chicago police fired nearly 100 shots over 41 seconds during fatal traffic stop. Article written by Sophia Taryn and Kathleen Foodie. Plainclothes Chicago police officers fired nearly 100 gunshots over 41 seconds during a traffic stop that left one man dead and one officer injured, according to graphic video footage a police oversight agency released Tuesday. 5 officers from a tactical unit who were in an unmarked police vehicle surrounded an SUV last month, driven by Dexter Reed, allegedly for failing to wear a seatbelt. Video shows a 26-year-old black man briefly lowering a window and then raising it and refusing to exit the vehicle as more officers arrived, yelled commands, and drew weapons. The Civilian Office of Police Accountability said preliminary evidence shows Reed fired first, injuring an officer in the Humboldt Park neighborhood on the city's west side. Then 4 officers returned fire, shooting 96 rounds. The gunshots continued even after Reed exited his vehicle and fell to the ground, COPA said in releasing the body-worn camera footage, 911 calls, and police reports. The videos released offer a fuller perspective than what police initially offered last month. Police Superintendent Larry Snelling previously said the shooting on March 21st began with a traffic stop and described it as an exchange of fire. Family members have questioned authorities' accounting of the shooting, looking for answers about why Reed was pulled over. Andrew M. Stroth, an attorney for the family, said Reed's mother, sister, uncle, and father saw the video Tuesday and were emotionally distraught. He said they remember the young man as a talented high school basketball player with ambitions of being a sports broadcaster. I really can't explain the pain that me and my family is going through, but I just hope there are people out there who understand he was a son, he was a brother, he was an uncle. He had loved ones. Reed's sister, Portia Banks, told reporters he was somebody very important. Banks and other family members joined a demonstration Tuesday night outside the 11th District Police Station where protesters demanded the firing of the officers who shot Reed. They want the police officers gone. One person was hospitalized after some of the demonstrators clashed with the heckler, the Chicago Sun-Times reported. Stroth called it an unconstitutional police stop with plainclothes officers who did not announce they were police. Oh, so they just ran up on them. He said that the family wants to see a swift investigation and for the department to better comply with court-supervised reform plan. Oh, so they rolling up on people with plain clothes and guns. Oh, yeah, every right to protect himself. Nothing's going to bring Dexter back, but certainly efforts should be taken to make sure this doesn't happen to another family, he said. On Tuesday, police spokesperson Thomas Ahern said the department was cooperating with the investigation. We cannot make a determination on this shooting until all the facts are known and this investigation has concluded. The videos show multiple perspectives, including from the officer who was shot, but there isn't clear footage of Reed shooting. Ooh, there isn't clear footage of Reed shooting. The black man that was killed, there's no footage of him shooting at the police. A gun was later recovered from the vehicle. The tactical unit drives up to the scene with multiple officers screaming profanity-laced commands for Reed to first lower the window and then open the door. Then gunshots erupt. A man calling 911 to report the shooting described it as shooting like they were having a Vietnam War. Reed exits the vehicle and slumps to the ground, ending up face down with his head near the passenger wheel and wearing only one shoe. Blood trails into a nearby gutter. Footage of the car shows dozens of bullet holes. The other shoe sits just outside the driver's door. Don't move, the officer screamed at Reed, lifting up bloody, slumping hands in search of a gun, but not finding one. They handcuff him as he remains face down and unmoving. I don't know where the gun is, an officer says. They later use a flashlight to look into the vehicle and locate the weapon on the passenger seat. He started shooting at us, another officer says. Afterwards, more officers and an ambulance arrive on the scene. All of us were shooting, one officer says repeatedly. Mayor Brandon Johnson vowed a full investigation, saying Tuesday's release was part of an effort to be more transparent. Attempts to withhold or delay information are mistakes of the past, he said at a news conference in Cook County State's Attorney Office. As mayor and as a father raising a family, including 2 black boys on the west side of Chicago, I am personally devastated to see yet another black man lose his life during an interaction with police. He said that the city doesn't condone shootings against police officers and noted that the officer, who is black, suffered a wrist injury but could have fared far worse. Had the bullet gone a few inches in another direction, Johnson said he would be here talking about the death of another black man. The officers are placed on a 30-day administrative leave amid the investigation, COPA, and the Cook County State's Attorney's Office. If you guys like to check out the rest of this article, once again, apnews.com. I'm going to meet y'all on the other side to give you my opinion. Let's go. Would y'all like my opinion? Would y'all like some of this 250 gemstones culture commentary? Well, of course you do. That's why your ass is here. The officers admitted they couldn't find the gun. Now, to be fair, I'm all about being fair, all about being truthful. Could he have tossed the gun and it slipped into the gutter? Because they said they found him by the gutter. Now, I don't know all the details. Is there, because a lot of streets have those big drains. They have those big drains next to the gutter. So when it's raining, the gutter guides the water and it goes into these big drains. Could he have possibly tossed it inside the drain if the drain existed? I'm not sure, because he didn't even want to roll down the windows. Dexter Reed did not roll down the windows. They were just shooting at the car. They say he rolled down the windows, he popped, and he rolled the window back up. And they riddled the car with bullets. So I don't know how can he get rid of a gun if all the windows are up, right? He can't get rid of the gun and throw it in the sewer if all the windows are up. He left all the windows up because he was fearing for his life or whatever the case. So they were shooting at this car. First off, these cops weren't in uniform. Now, I don't know, let me see if they got unmarked cars. I believe the cars, I can't play the video, it's a little bit too violent, but let me see. They're just in plain clothes. So as you can see, I'm gonna put the picture up. Well, I can blur it out. They're in plain clothes. Plain clothes. And it didn't say if they're in unmarked cars, but I'm pretty sure they're in unmarked cars. Yep, right here. See, I was reading so much. 5 officers from a tactical unit who were in an unmarked car, unmarked police vehicle. 5 cops, unmarked police vehicle. So you're unmarked, you're in an unmarked car, using a regular car and regular clothes, and you running up on me with guns. Come on, man. And then a lot of these people in the streets are claiming to be officers, and they going up into people's homes. They're doing essay to women. I'm the police, I'm the police. This is why you always gotta ask for that badge, ask for that warrant. They probably got the wrong house. A lot of times cops mess up too, they got the wrong house. This is some fishy stuff because they said we can take the police word, or we can take the footage. On the footage, this says there is no clear shot. There's no clear footage of Dexter Reed shooting at the cops. They can't find, where's the gun? If he left the windows up, the gun should still be in the car. It should be easy to find because Dexter dead and gone. Y'all didn't put Lord knows how many rounds in them. 96 rounds. Those cops are ready to take somebody's life. I am convinced that those cops, and the cop was black. One of the cops were black, or maybe two or more. But there was a black man in there because the black cop got shot in the wrist. In this present day and time, it's not so much about color, it's about authority. Police still abusing their authority because you can't sit there and tell me 96 rounds, because at what point do you cease fire? If you're shooting and you don't hear nothing coming back, you're all behind the car. Pow, 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 pow. He said cease. Hold. And it's dead quiet. And then they said he stumbled out the car. He tried to get out the car and he slumped face down onto the ground. So right then and there, the problem solved. Unless now I can see the police seeing that there are probably other people in the car. That's believable too. But at the end of the day, the cops said it himself. I'm not saying it. We're not making no stuff, but the cop said, I can't find the gun. Let's go back here. Let's go back here. I'm not making no stuff up. Police brutality is alive and well. This is the officer. They handcuffed him even after he was dead. They handcuffed him. They handcuffed him as he remains face down and unmoving. He's unmoving. He's dead. Why are you? The police brutality is so brutal that they even handcuff a dead black man. He dead. What you handcuffing him for? He's not a threat anymore. Y'all checking the car. Ain't nobody. He's the only one in the car. I don't know where the gun is, the officer says. They later use a flashlight to look into the vehicle and locate the weapon on the passenger seat. So, let me make sure I get this right. So the weapon's on the passenger seat. Okay, so they did find the weapons on the passenger seat. Let me see. So the weapon was in the seat, but they say in the footage didn't show him shooting. There's a lot of fishy stuff going on, but 96 rounds. If I was in police officer shoes, you never know what's gonna come at you. You don't know if they have an AK in the car. You don't know if there's a backseat shooter. You don't know if they got a MAC-10 high-powered weaponry. You don't know what they have. A Glock with an extended clip. You don't know how these people are coming. And it's in Chicago. A lot of guns in Chicago. They got strict gun laws, but it is very hectic. They got some serious weapons out there. The family believed they used too much force. The police said they used just enough force. But my whole takeaway from this is that police act like people are slow. How is a man, let's say he did bust at the cop. How is a person supposed to react when people out of uniform roll up on them with guns? You're not in a police car and you got plain clothes. And I'm supposed to be thrilled that a complete strangers with guns are rolling up on me. I'm supposed to be thrilled. I'm supposed to be delighted. I'm not supposed to believe. Our system says you're just supposed to comply. You're just supposed to know that these are police officers. You're just supposed to know that they have the best intentions. When police officers know when they roll up on somebody that's a complete stranger. And police officers should know that when you do roll up on that stranger, the stranger is looking at y'all like strangers too. Especially if you're out of uniform and you're in an unmarked vehicle. But y'all flood my comments. Was the amount of force justified? Or do these cops need to lose their damn job? 250 capital G, I'm gone.